Hi everyone, and welcome to a very special episode of RTP Arena Plays. We're going to be taking a look at a very special game called Lovecraft's Untold Stories 2, and it is a game that is participating right now in IndieX. And with me, I have my colleague João Commander Bonny Antunes, and of course the CEO of LLC Blini Games, Carlos Mateos. Welcome to both of you.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. So, tell me, we're going to be playing like Lovecraft's Untold Stories 2. What exactly is this game? I know that it's a sequel to the first one, but what exactly made you create the second one?
When we created the first one, it was kind of an experiment, right? Because we wanted to do a game based on Lovecraft, but to do something different, because all the games previously based on Lovecraft were point-and-click adventures, games based on searching and finding items. And we wanted to do something more action-wise, right? And by that time, we loved a lot a game called Binding of Isaac, and we decided that we maybe could mix both elements, right? The world of Lovecraft with roguelike elements, and it resulted fine. And having into consideration how small was the studio and the limited resources that we had, it was very welcomed, and the community loved it. So that's why we decided basically to do the second part, because we thought that there were many things that we left in the box due to the lack of resources, and that we could do now.
Okay. For someone like me, like myself, who haven't played the game at all, what exactly can you tell me about Lovecraft Untold Stories 2? What can the players expect when first meeting the game?
Well, it's a difficult game, so you cannot expect like a walk on the park. It's a roguelite in terms of when you play an original roguelike, if you die, you start from the very beginning. In here, understanding the difficulty and the time that it takes to complete the level, we decided to keep some save points, so you can start from that point if you die. It has some adventure elements, where you have to find items, use them, mix them. There is a story behind, based on Lovecraft, a lot of elements that we've taken from the novels and books of Lovecraft to create our own story. Basically that. So action game with adventure elements, some RPG, and a lot of Lovecraft inside of it.
Okay, seems awesome. Bonnie, I think you have some questions.
It is awesome. I'm gonna grab the first question that you made about this being a sequel. Well, the first game of this now so-called series was launched in 2019, and now Lovecraft's Untold Stories 2 continues the story where the first one left us, right?
Correct. That's correct.
So was this always a plan to create a new series of games based on the Lovecraft universe, or you just made the second one because the first one was a commercial success or a community success?
A little bit of both, right? Being an indie developer, you know that if your first title doesn't work on sales, you're gonna die. So it was a little bit of both. We knew that if the title works on sales and people like it, we definitely should do a second part. Plus, like I said, we left a lot of things behind because of lack of resources, and we thought it was a nice time to take all those things that we couldn't do for the first part and put them on the second. So yeah.
That's really cool. That's really cool. Are you a fan of the Lovecraft universe, or you and the team wanted to create a game and just thought, well, the Lovecraft universe is a huge universe that we can explore and make?
I don't know the rest of the team. Myself, I love Lovecraft, and I read the books. And when I was younger, I played the RPG games, this Call of Duty, with my friends. So kinda into it a lot. So I thought it was a nice topic to take it to do a game.
I must agree, because Lovecraft, I never get tired of Lovecraft.
Yeah,
one of my favorite authors, and now has one of the prettiest universes that I can think of. What exact tales did you focus on to create this Lovecraft's Untold Stories 2? Or even if you didn't focus on any specific tales, did you just mix and match parts of different stories and create this Untold game? If I can call
Yeah, I
it
mean
that.
that was the original idea for the first part. It was to take elements, names, places of all the books and novels of Lovecraft and mix them up and create a story of its own. Right. For this second part, we wanted to focus on the Dreamlands. I don't think that there are many games outside that have taken this specific place, to call it like that, universe, right? The Dreamlands, and we wanted to take it. We wanted to go a bit further from the usual Cthulhu, Nyarlathotep, etc., and go a bit further and take into a little bit more unknown part of the mythos. I think we were achieving it.
Okay. So I think we should get into the game.
Yeah, I think we should get into the game.
Okay. So I'm gonna be
let's
playing. For those that don't know RTP Arena Plays, this program, I barely know anything about the game. That's really the point for me, going like truly blindfolded into it and see what I think about the game. And while Bonny is going to keep talking with Carlos, so
yes,
let's go. Let's see what I think about it.
It's gonna be my pleasure.
Thank you. I actually like roguelite games, so this should be a.
All right, that's good.
Let me just warn you, Carlos. You're gonna watch your game get murdered by the hands of this player, because he's really, really bad at gaming. I cannot get tired
I'm
of
actually
forcing
not.
this.
Okay, I'm actually not, but yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a mix and match. So we got some. Is this like an entry video or just a?
Yes.
comic
This is the
strip?
start. Yeah, one of the things that we included was a new thing in these in the second part is more like a comic style. If you have seen the first part, it was pure pixel art, and for the second part, we wanted to go a step beyond technically at the graphic level. So. We created we like to call dark comic style. There's going to be a lot of interactive comics that's going to make
great.
some kind of mini events, quests, etc. And also the graphics themselves of the game have been changed to vectorial, as you can see right now.
They look really good. Yeah, I'm starting to think that you just went into my head and removed everything that I really liked and put it into a game, because dark comics, Lovecraft. Great. I don't know what else. What else am I gonna find here? Like Pikachu?
No.
Yeah,
nice.
I can probably guess that now. No, probably there's no Pikachu. But you were talking about, you introduced this new comic book style, and you introduced this asymmetric style of gameplay, less pixel art. But you also introduced a multiplayer option for this game, right? That I saw on the presentation. Did you already plan it to do it for the first game, or was just a community demand for the second one?
No. We had the multiplayer on head, man. It was one of our big goals to do it with the first part, right? But when we completed the single player, we understood that it's impossible. It was impossible because we didn't have the money to do it. We didn't have the technology. So that was one of the things that we definitely needed to leave behind. And luckily now we're gonna include competitive multiplayer online for the second part. So that's one of the achievements for us, definitely.
You're gonna have only competitive multiplayer, or you're gonna have some sort of cooperational multiplayer?
For the moment, it's gonna be cooperative multiplayer for 4 players simultaneously.
For the moment?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on technicality and how hard it's gonna be. It's the first game that we do with multiplayer, and it's been challenging for us, and we want to see how good we do it. And if we can do it afterwards, do something else, yeah, we definitely would do.
One question: am I like infected or something? Because even though I killed him, I still lose health.
No, I mean maybe that could be because they attacked you and they left you some bleeding effect.
Okay, I'm bleeding. Okay.
Yes, you need to find bandages or a medkit to heal yourself. Okay. This is a game of exploration, right? So you need to try and search on every single piece of furniture and to find resources that will help you, because if you just go Rambo and try to kill everyone, you're gonna die.
Okay, so this is
I think it's gonna happen.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is one of the things that we have problems making people understand, that this is not the usual action roguelike where you go all in and shoot and kill, because the enemies are hard and they're gonna kill you. So there is a lot of exploration elements in here if you wanna survive.
Since you're talking about the exploration and all the things that you have to find and do and work on this exploration game, what can people expect more from this second iteration of the Lovecraft Untold Stories universe?
Yeah, one of the other elements that we left behind, it was the crafting thing. We wanted to create a crafting system where you could find resources and items and then create your own items using some blueprints that you can find on certain spots, right? And that's one other thing that we had to leave behind. And right now, as you can see, the enemies drop resources, drop items. You can find items on chests and furniture, and there are different kind of rarities on items, right? So there is this farming element where you can play again a level, do side quests. So you find resources, specific resources, killing a boss certain times. There will be this random element with the drops, and once you have the resources, you can go to your base and you can then craft items specific for a class or general for different classes, consumables, clothes, weapons, etc., etc. That's one of the big parts as well of the game.
You talked about at the start of the interview. You talked about this being a roguelite, and there are gonna be some safe spaces, or not safe spaces, but save points. Are there gonna be like safe zones where you can buy items instead of just finding them, or just
there are gonna
random
be
save points?
there is gonna be what we call a hub. There's gonna be like a base. There is gonna be the mansion of the artist. The artist is like the main character in the game. I don't want to spoil anything at all, but all the characters will find themselves in the mansion of these artists, and that's gonna be like the base for the characters, where you can go back at any time, where you can craft items. There will be quests in there that you need to solve, but that's gonna be like the save point for the players after each level when they complete the level. And we're thinking about also mid-level adding some kind of save points if the level is big enough.
Okay. And these missions that you can find at the hubs, are they like secondary missions? Do you have some kind of open world mechanic here on this game?
Yes, I mean there's gonna be like a main campaign, to say that. There's gonna be like a main mission that you can follow to end the game. But there will be a lot of side quests, and they're gonna be very necessary if you wanna craft items, if you wanna actually complete the main quests, because they're gonna be difficult, and you won't be able to go straight to the end without finding weapons or making clothes, etc., etc. So there are gonna be side quests. There is gonna be like a map where you can free visit different locations that will unlock as you unlock new characters. So yeah, I mean there's gonna be like a lot of meta game outside of the main campaign.
That's great. What can you tell us about this first level of the game that we're watching?
Well, the first level is the Arkham Asylum. Like you well said at the beginning, the second part continues exactly where the first one finished, and you can play at the beginning with one of the three main characters that you could play in the first part: the detective, the professor, and the witch.
What it shows.
And we start the game in the asylum. We don't know what happened. We don't know why we're here, and we have to escape. So we understand what happened with our companions, and the first level basically is trying to escape from the asylum, and that's why he had to activate the alarms so he could open the doors. But of course, the crazy people, all the inmates escaped, and they're gonna make your life difficult to run away.
They're making Ghaz's life really difficult.
Yeah,
He just died again.
Yes.
I mean, it wasn't that bad. I was just overrun now.
Well, I think the game doesn't want you to die right now.
Oh my god, yeah, seems like a little crash.
I think you just crashed the game, Ghaz.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, I love this image of Cthulhu. Really love it.
Yeah, it's cool.
Was it harder to create and release this second entry in the series, or was it harder to do it for the first one?
I mean, it was hard to remake things that we were used to work with. I mean, when your eyes are already accustomed to pixel art, for example, and you completely change the visual aspect of the game, it's hard to think, am I doing it okay, or am I just completely blew it, right? But we like the result, the current result. We have a long way ahead. And there are still 3-4 months of development and a lot of content to be done. So yeah, I mean, we're still trying to understand if we took the right road, but it looks nice. I mean, we like it.
Yeah. I see my colleague just shooting at everything because he's in a bit of a panic.
Yeah, those poor inmates actually doing nothing there and being shot.
Yeah, I think he's in a bit of a Lovecraftian madness run right now.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I just started. I'm already almost dead. So.
Yeah, I mean, you can actually not shooting them and they will do nothing.
Well,
really?
I don't think that's an option.
Okay. No, I have to kill everything. I have to kill everything.
Okay.
He's a CS:GO player. You just can't do anything about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, as you can see, the game is hard. It's something that people have to get used to, these kind of difficulty. And,
Can you?
But once you understand the,
Okay, I have a question. If you said it's a roguelite, but do you have like several checkpoints throughout the game, or you start really from the beginning? Okay.
No,
you have checkpoints.
No. There are the first mission. You need to complete it, of course, so you can reach the hub, this mansion, and from that moment on, you can use the hub to go to any spot you want to. There will be certain missions unlocked. At the beginning, there will be just the main mission, the main campaign, but as you play on, you will have access to different locations. Okay. Also, you will be able to replay, to go back to previous locations if you want to, I don't know, get new resources, etc., etc.
So the more you play the game, the more the resources you'll find on the first levels.
Yes, definitely, definitely. And there will be resources that will drop only on a specific location or a specific boss, and it won't happen always. So you will have to replay that location till you get that resource that you actually need to craft something.
Okay. What was with all these changes, since you basically changed all the aspect of the game, all the ambience, and you introduced the multiplayer and all these checkpoints and hubs. What was the reaction of your public? Because I bet you already had a nice community built around Lovecraft Untold Stories 1.
Yes, I mean, we have a nice community, and it's a community that we always say that we love the community that we have right now, because we created it from zero, right? When we when we released the first part, we had no community at all. So we created it from zero, and it's a very loyal community that gave us a lot of feedback over the first part. They played it a lot. What they didn't like, they told us, and what they liked also as well. They gave us their positive feedback. So we're trying to do the game that we couldn't do with the first part, and we're trying to balance it better. We're trying to add things that we couldn't add, like the clothes and the weapons being seen on the character when you put them on a new weapon or a new cloth on. So you can customize the visual aspect of your character. That's something that we couldn't do with the pixel art, right?
Yeah,
So,
that's really cool.
Community is truthful, and they say what they think. If they don't like what they see, they're gonna tell you, and they ain't gonna give you sugar with it. So you need to listen to them, and you need to answer them, and that was what we did with the first part. And I want to think that they trust us with the second part. They are expecting to see something better.
Okay, I have a question regarding gameplay. So on the left, I have those two bars. The red one is my HP, right?
Yes.
The blue one is sanity. Since
is the energy. For example, there is a button that you can roll with your character to. In the case of the detective, is the C, I think, the C key, where you can roll on the floor, and that uses energy. I think it's the C.
No, it's not.
When I'm playing, I know it for sure.
Yeah, I understand.
Now that I'm not playing,
I can see here. Swap weapon, identifiable, ability 1, Q, maybe? Space? Space?
Could it be?
It's space, it's space.
Yes,
it's space.
there
Okay,
you
okay.
go.
Awesome,
There you go.
Because
so there will be special, yeah.
I had a chocolate bar that said regain my sanity. I hate
right.
it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it would allow it to restore some health. But
no. I mean, the blue bar is the energy. There will be special skills for each of the characters. So each character has a different kind of gameplay, right? The detective is very straightforward, shoot, kill, using explosives. But then the professor has other skills, the witch other skills, and the other 3 characters that you can unlock. There will be a total of 6. Each one of them has a different kind of gameplay. All of them use this energy to do these special skills.
Okay, yes.
The insanity, yes, is another element in the game, of course. It was in the first part, and it's in this one. When you do some kind of mini events or some weird actions and see some monster, you will lose sanity gradually, right? And the chocolate is one of the things that we love the most in the first part. You eat chocolate and you recover sanity. Yeah.
Do the monsters always respawn? I'm calling the inmates monsters, but do they always respawn each time you go into a new room and come back?
No. If you clean a room, and unless there is some kind of event, some kind of element that happens in the game, once you clean a room, the room is clean.
Okay. The game has a launch date for 2022, right?
Yes. Initially, we wanted to do an early access, but after the Steam event, we decided that it's better to keep on working internally in the game after all the good and bad feedbacks that we received. And now we aim for a 2022, hopefully first quarter, to do a full release straight.
Is there any demo available for people to play?
There was a demo. I'm not sure if it is still available on Steam. I know that during the development we will plan to do some kind of public demo access, so people can try it, give us their feedback, and use that feedback to complete the development in the best way.
Well, my colleague is catching a lot of crafting materials, at least I suppose.
Yes.
Like the ivory horn and metal. Where can he craft the stuff? Only at the hub, or can he craft on the go? Oh.
The hub is the only. You should use some bandages.
Yeah.
The crafting only happens in the hub. And every character will have its own spot in the hub where it can craft in its own way. The witch will have her table with all these knickknacks. The detective will have a work spot, like a work table to do the weapons and clothes, etc., etc.
My colleague is trying to kill himself with grenades right
Yeah.
now.
I misclicked.
So you see that red exclamation mark shows you where the exit is. Yeah.
Ooh, nice jump.
No, you getting it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've died twice already, so I have to understand something.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, be
Not-
careful
not,
of the
Not
worms.
very much. Okay, I'm dead.
Yeah, you're dead again.
I'm really
No,
dead.
you get a med kit.
Nate! He's a grenade!
Okay, maybe
Nice.
this was a bit easier.
Yeah, I don't think you're doing too fine right now.
Okay.
The screen is shaking, so I don't think that's a good sign.
Yeah. No, but he did it. You just need to kill all the enemies in this room, and you complete the first level.
Oh, nice.
Try and not,
Go,
yeah,
go!
try and not die.
Just get on my level, buddy.
No, I'm on your level right now.
Ooh.
Oi.
I'm almost dead.
You better use a medkit, nice.
Use it. Yeah. Cool.
I did. I was
Very
actually
cool.
distracted. If it wasn't for you, I would be dead. I wasn't seeing it.
Are you poisoned or something? Is he poisoned?
Yeah, you need to be careful because those spots of water, purple
Oh,
water.
it's the
There's
water.
slime.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's slime, there's no
That's
water.
it. You just can't go out, and you
Why is
complete
the
the level.
screen shaking?
Because you're getting
Because
damage.
Okay, yeah.
you get
I was
a
poisoned.
dot.
Okay,
You're
okay,
getting
okay.
damage. Yeah.
Don't kill him, he's not doing anything.
Yeah.
Nice.
So use the pencils. This is one of the mini events that we were talking about.
Let's see if you're a real metal guy. Show the fireplace. Nah.
Yeah.
No more metal for you.
Now you talk to the guy.
I don't know. I haven't
So
met
if
many
he
inmates.
didn't draw the fireplace, he couldn't speak with the inmate, right? And now he draw it. He has these second options to talk to him,
Okay.
and that takes you to the hub,
hub.
or will be the mansion.
Perfect.
Oh, nice.
Hmm.
See, I knew what I was doing.
Yeah. Of course, of course you did. So basically,
So
in
now
the
you-
mansion, he completed the first level. So yeah, he's done. If he dies somewhere with
If
something,
he dies somewhere, he can always go back to the mansion and start the level again.
Okay.
So he won't have to go back to the hospital, like
Okay,
replaying
okay.
that first level. This is the safe place, and if you die on a level, you either restart the level or you can go back to the mansion to to craft something to make it easier to complete the current level you're in.
just gonna throw you one more question. It's gonna be a hard one, but can we expect a third entry for the series? I know it's too early. It's really early right now. Oh, well, they already know the initial reactions of the public. So, can we expect a third entry?
I hope so. I really hope so. That will mean that we are still alive and well, right?
Of course. And I bet you're gonna be alive and well because the game is looking amazing. And
It really
Thank
is,
you.
really is.
I bet Gaz really had some fun playing it.
And I mean, I'm someone who likes roguelites, so just from the start, that's good for me. And I enjoyed it because it seemed really hard, and that's something that I really liked it because it almost doesn't explain anything like an older game. It doesn't give you the hand, like, so it's not holding hands with you. So I really liked it. You gotta figure it out for yourself. Of course, I had one of the devs with I had you to explain, so it was a bit easier for me. But I really liked that aspect. So first of all, thank you so much for being here with us. It was really a pleasure having you on here to talk to you about Lovecraft Untold Stories too. And I want to ask you, where can the players find you and your team and all the future information that you're going to be releasing about the game?
We have a Facebook page where we usually publish any and every new. We have our Twitter account, and of course on Steam, we usually put every new that we can publish about the game.
Okay, Carlos, thank you so much, Bonny. Thank you as well for being here with me, playing this what seems like an amazing game, at least for at first sight. So congratulations to you and your team on making this amazing game.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And that's all for us in here with Lovecraft Untold Stories 2. Hope you enjoyed this episode of RTP Arena Plays, and see you next time.